Alrighty guys, so we're doing a how-to on how to change your oil. We have a 2008 kx450 sitting right here. I'm putting a new clutch in it, so need to change the oil, need to drain it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. There's going to be a drain plug on the bottom, and I believe 12 millimeter. Find out in a second. And then I think, let me look, I think you might have to remove the skid plate. But I'll let you guys know for sure in a second. But you break your bottom oil bolt loose and then let it drain out. And then here's your filter housing right here. So this is where your filter sits. So you take this 8 millimeter out and this 8 millimeter out. And when you go, and then you pull this out and your filter just sits right in there. And we're not going to do that because it hasn't even been on a ride yet since it's been changed. Since the filter's been changed. We just we bought the bike non-running and then just got the bike running. And then we discovered I had a bad clutch, so we did the oil change before we even had it running. But so we're gonna hurry and drain the oil, get the oil out of the system, and then I'm gonna start taking the stuff off for the clutch. But obviously that'll be a different video. So if you guys need to know how to change your clutch on a kx450, or it's similar on most bikes. So
I'll figure out how to link it if you want to watch it.
Press the button right there if you can figure that out. But we're gonna get this thing draining. Make sure it's just the one drain bolt. Might be two. That's why I'm gonna take off the skid plate and make sure. But let's get to it. Alrighty, so we're on the bottom of the bike. So there's gonna be your big bolt. That's a 14 millimeter, and then right up there, I don't know if you can see it. The outline of the bolt is right there. That's a 8 millimeter. So I think that kind of drains the front of your case. So then just this, so you need to do both of them, break both of them loose. Oil will come out of both of them, so you don't even have to take your skid plate off unless yours doesn't have a hole in those spots like mine does. But we're gonna break those loose and get them drained and then show you guys from there. Alrighty, so we're letting it drain right now. It's just about done. This bike has a kickstand, and then we have that stand over there too with the oil drain bolt, but it's easier for me to just hold it straight up. So when you're draining it, you want to make sure you're having it vertical so you get all that oil out there. But now, and then I removed that top fill plug just to help with getting the oil out faster. And then right now, if you're doing an oil filter change, now would be the time. You're just going to take off those two bolts right there, the two 8 millimeters, and then they're pretty long bolts. Then you pull them out and there'll be the oil filter right behind there. It's really simple. And then, so now we're gonna go, we got all three of our bolts there. Our fill bolt, our fill plug, and then our two drain bolts right there. One's 8 millimeter and one's 14 millimeter. So now for me, I'm gonna let it drain, and then I'm gonna throw the two drain bolts back in. And then since I'm doing the clutch, I'm gonna pull the clutch cover off. Pull out the clutch and do all that stuff. So if you guys want to see that video, obviously go watch it. It'll be on the channel. But so we're gonna do that, and then after I'm done with all that, I'll fill it back up. And then I forget what factory specs is of how much to fill it up, but I'll tell you guys here in a second. Alrighty guys, so I already wrapped up. I got the clutch thing back up, and then our two drain bolts I put in the bottom. You just want to make sure they're snug. Don't over tighten them. You're gonna have a hell of a time getting them off next time, so just barely snug. I usually go a quarter turn past snug, and then I know it's good. And then I took this, you fill it up from there. It takes, if you're doing the filter change, it takes 1.2 quarts. And if you're not doing the filter change, it's only 1 quart. Pretty simple. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully this bike's good now, so hopefully you got your bike good. So stay tuned for the next one.